story of the Gen Zs, so that people can understand where they're coming from. And yung mga other co-actors na kasama namin, it's actually my first time working with them also. And they're not the typical co-artista na nakikita nyo sa mga teleserye. Some are from theater, di ba? So, masaya rin sila ka-work. It's a new experience na nakaka-work mo mga tao na hindi mo nakasama sa teleserye. The story itself is interesting. Nakakakilig din siya at the same time. It's also funny. But as much as possible, it's the story talaga on what happens behind the camera. Kasi di ba tayo nagsa-social media, we don't even know if it's true yung nakikita natin. So makikita nila what's going on behind the camera, kung ano pa talaga pinagdadaanan nila Gemma at saka ni James.
Si John Rogers, when he was interviewed, sabi niya, this is a rom-com na hindi nakakatawa. So that's it for him. That's his idea of the film. It's about James and Gemma kasi it started as a transactional relationship, which I have never even experienced before. Yung you do this, ito yung kapalit. So hindi ko alam na may mga ganun pala talaga. And you know, alluding to the title of the film as if it's true. When you go online now and you watch videos of vloggers, of content creators, minsan mapapaisip ka, di ba? Totoo ba talagang yun yung naramdaman niya? Totoo kayang nagulat siya nung video na yun? Totoo bang na-prank talaga siya? O totoo bang umiyak siya?
Totoo bang nila yung mga products?
Oo, totoo ba? So laging ganun yung maiisip mo. And I think that's what the movie is about. It's finding true love in a world where there's just almost no truth. At parang mapapaisip din yung mga characters kung totoo nga ba talaga. It's about the idea of love in this generation. Like what is love for them, really.
Then for Khalil naman po, about Tik-Tik Boom po.
Yeah.
So, what made you accept this role po? And ano po yung mga naging preparations mo since this is your theater debut?
The main reason Tik-Tik Boom, unang-una kasi napakaganda nung material. I watched the film during the pandemic and si Andrew Garfield was incredible in playing Jonathan Larson. He was nominated for an Oscar and he won a Golden Globe. So the role is now iconic, and that's one thing that really convinced me also to take on the role. Another is because I think, and I've always had stage and musicals at the back of my mind. Lagi kong naiisip na tumanggap ng project sa stage at sa teatro, pero lagi akong natatakot, laging nauudlot, laging may schedule conflict, or lagi akong hesitant na parang kaya ko ba talaga. So this is kind of like, for me, the last piece of the puzzle. It's like my last frontier. As an actor, I've done work in TV, film, and digital platforms. And I haven't dabbled my toes in theater, which I really wanted to, matagal na. And I think now, it was just the perfect time. I didn't have anything to do during those months. And this year din, nasa isip ko talaga is personal growth as an actor and as an artist. And what better way to do it than go out of your comfort zone. And this is the project in recent memory is what like really pushed me like out of my boundaries talaga kasi kakaiba yung naging preparations, which I'm very excited for. And we're opening next week and I'm very, very nervous.
And lastly na lang po, as a
sustainability yung naging training ko. For acting, of course, iba rin. Iba yung acting on stage versus film, because film we're taught to be very nuanced. But ang pinaka syempre similar, or I mean ang pinaka goal pa rin is to find the truth in your performance. But syempre the medium is different. In theater mas malaki, kailangan naririnig at naiintindihan ka nung nasa pinakalikod, mula sa pinakaharap mo hanggang sa pinakalikod. Sa TV kasi, sa film kasi syempre big screen. So, isa yun sa mga big adjustments.
Thank you po and congratulations.
Thank you. I could afford taking right before my responsibilities grow even more. So, yeah, that's where my head is at now. As an actor, syempre, diba? And as an artist, dami kong gusto gawin lahat. And our platforms are also evolving, diba? Filipino talent is going global. So, that's an actor's, a Filipino actor's dream now. You know, you see Miss Dolly De Leon, Miss Ruby Ruiz, you know, going global and, you know, becoming very successful on the global stage. So that's one thing that I guess a lot of Filipino actors are looking at now. Hopefully, I could be part of a project like that soon. But yeah, my head right now is at that. Susulitin ko na tong, I guess, late 20s ko in taking the risks as an artist. Of course, I'd cross and eventually get there. I'll always be an actor, I'll always be an artist. When I do settle down, hindi naman mawawala yung trabaho ko. But yeah, that's my current headspace as of now.
Thank you.
Of course, napapag-usapan, that's the goal in our relationship. We do want to settle down, but I guess it's not in the near future. But hopefully, you know, before, hindi ko rin alam kasi yung timing. I couldn't say before it's too late, because what is too late and what is too early? So we're not super sure about the timing, but hopefully, you know, soon. But that is the goal. I just don't know when yet exactly.
Alright.
Script. Sa lahat ng drafts niya, yung monologue na yun, hindi niya ni-revise. And then when I asked why, he told me kasi he wants my interpretation. So I co-wrote that monologue. I wrote it from scratch, and then kami ni John, we worked on it together, and we created a whole new different monologue, completely different from the one on the script. So that's something new to me, to be able to work with someone that collaborative. He allowed me to take what he wrote and, you know, kind of tweak it in my own way and to add, you know, my creative, you know, output in it. So yeah, it was quite an experience, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
Last question, no? Sobrang busy nyo.
In time, hindi ko rin naman maiwasan. Though I never said na, never ako nagpapack up ng taping or anything. Napagod lang talaga ako because it was really exhausting. But at the same time, I always make sure na hanggat hindi napapack up, I would finish what I would do. And then sasegue ako sa As If It's True.
Wala pang tulog, nakita ko.
Na wala pang tulog.
Wala siyang tulog.
Pack up ako ng 10 a.m. sa Hearts and Eyes. I would just go home to take a shower and then go straight to the set of As If It's True. Tapos another buong araw na naman ng taping, and then pack up namin mga 12, at least mas maaga, 12 a.m. Pero alam mo yung more than 24 hours nang dilap yung mata ko. So yun yung mga pinagdaan ko. But at the same time, looking back, I'm so proud of myself. No regrets. Sobrang big deal rin yung environment na nakakatrabaho mo. Masasayang mga tao, positive people, nakakatulong sa energy mo. Pero hindi talaga natin maiwasan yung pagod, especially if you put so much effort in your work. Talagang at the end of the day, ubos ka. Pero at the same time, it's really fulfilling.
Ako naman, this year kasi, you know, I found myself at a point, like after the pandemic, kasi diba, yung pandemic nawalan tayo ng mga trabaho, nawala yung TV tsaka film, and we transitioned more into everything online and stuff. And sobra akong, syempre, I really had to push myself to learn those new things and to keep my, you know, my job steady because I had my responsibilities. So yung passion ko really took a you know, step back, and wala rin naman kasing mapupuntahan yung passion ko nung pandemic dahil hindi naman nag-ooperate yung mga productions at that time. So this year, nung bumalik na lahat, talagang naisip ko talaga, and I really made a clear decision na, you know, this year I think I should prioritize my passions above everything else. Gusto kong bumalik sa paggawa ng mga meaningful na projects that would, really ignite again the fire in me. Kasi sobrang na-miss ko. I'm a film actor primarily talaga. It's my first love. So that's really something that I think I would be doing for the rest of my life. And when that
Sure talaga ako. Kasi itong year sa Cinemalaya, ang gaganda ng mga films, ang gaganda ng shows, but at the same time, nakaka-proud din kasi made by Filipinos na. And again, si Miss Dolly De Leon is also part of Cinemalaya this year. So, I think wala naman sigurong sapawan din. I think it's supporting each other's work. And marami rin ako matututunan. I would actually see on other films. I won't look at them as a competition. At the same time, I don't wanna expect also na, ako gusto ko manalo ng award dito, ako yung best actress dito. It's a learning experience for me, especially na first time ko lang din na gumawa ng Cinemalayan movie. Marami pa akong kakainin bigas dito, and I wanna do a lot more Cinemalayan movies in the future. But I'm just really proud na this year, yung show nga namin, it's very different compared sa mga Cinemalaya movies before. Wala kasi mga rom-com na nagaganap dati. Pero ngayon, surprisingly, napasok yung gantong genre sa movie namin. But yeah, nakaka-pressure kasi kami yung lead dito and mga new face. Ako, new face ako sa Cinemalaya. So I feel like I'm gonna be judged by a lot of people. But at the same time, I'm proud of our work and whatever happens, may tiwala naman ako na magugustuhan din ng mga ibang tao kasi pinaghirapan din talaga namin yung movie ko. Ano yun? Meow! Happy birthday to me!
How about si Khalil?
I think ang mas nape-pressure sa competition ay yung mga director. So I'm sure si John ay nape-pressure ngayon kung nasan ka man, John. But I think it's important na hindi maramdaman yung pressure. I mean, syempre, our main goals as an actor is to really give truth to our performances and give truth to the material. Pero syempre, hindi may iwasan, di ba? I mean, after all, you still are gonna be criticized by everyone. So there is a natural pressure, but I try my best not to think about that. And when we went to the Cinemalaya press con, it was such a delight to see our peers again, seeing all of the actors and filmmakers, join in this celebration, all in one room again, celebrating the film. So sobrang ang saya na maging parte ulit ng Cinemalaya. And I'm very excited for August because my last Cinemalaya experience, ang tagal na. And that's what I was always telling Ash, kakaiba yung Cinemalaya experience. Not only, watching the movies, but being there, meeting, your co-actors, meeting the filmmakers, and just immersing yourself in the culture is what I always look forward to sa Cinemalaya. So I'm excited for this August.